Hello, this is Amy. Today I want to discuss using a diary to help you to sleep better. One of the problems that a lot of us have that we can't sleep, we don't know what the problem is. We think we have really good sleep habits and sleep hygiene. We think we know what we're doing when we go to sleep. We know what behaviors we have, but we really don't clue into why we're not sleeping well. And usually there's one or two little behaviors that if we tweak, we'll be able to figure out what's causing the sleep problems. The best way to do that is to do it for about 2 weeks, because if you do it for a week, you tend to be on your best behavior. If you do it for a little bit longer, it's like 2 weeks, then you'll start to see where the patterns emerge that say to you, oh, wait a minute, I need to change this. This is a little not so sure about this. So make sure that you're using a sleep diary to keep track of not just when you go to sleep. It should be when you go to sleep, what do you do before you go to sleep? When was the last time you exercised? When was the last time you had caffeine? What did you have to eat 3 hours before you went to sleep, 1 hour before you slept? What does your sleep routine look like? Then in the morning, it should be how many times did you get up during the night? Were you disrupted? Did you stay up for any period of time? How long did you feel like it took you to go to sleep? It's not for the numbers. It's not about this. Don't take the numbers from here. This is your impression. You may be falling asleep faster than you realize, and your watch may be saying something totally different than what your perception is. We want to know what your perception of your sleep is, because numbers are great, but if you feel like you're not getting enough sleep and you have numbers that say you are, then something's not right. So we need to figure it out. Or maybe it says that you don't sleep and you felt like you had a great night's sleep. So make sure that you write it down. Then in the morning, not only do we need to know that, we need to know how much energy you have. What time did you get up? What did you do right after you got up? Did you get any sunlight during the day? Did you get to exercise during the day? All these things contribute to different things. Did you have problems with heartburn during the day? Did you take your medicines before you went to sleep? Maybe some medication that you're taking is causing you to not be able to sleep well. And maybe you need to adjust the time of taking it a little bit. It doesn't really matter what you write down and what it looks like. You can go to Better Sleep Coach and take my sleep diary and use that, or you can just use a notebook. The other kind of diary that I would suggest you use, well, there's two other kinds. The first one is a gratitude journal. Sometimes we get so anxious during the day and so worked up and so tense that we forget that there are good things. And so we can't let ourselves relax. Take 5 minutes at night before you go to bed as part of your sleep routine. Write out 3 things you're grateful for. And it can be, for me, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be my cats and my dog, because they love me unconditionally. I get to work with some amazing people, so I would include that in my journal. And because I've had health issues that I was told I would be in a wheelchair by the time I was 35, and I'm not. Every day that I can stand up, I am grateful for it. So you should always take advantage of doing that gratitude journal, so that way you know what you're grateful for. The next thing that you might want to look at journaling about is anything that is stressful or anything that's keeping your mind running. Because if you can write it down and then you let go of it, you can pick it up again in the morning, but it'll allow you to relax enough that you can sleep. So take a couple of minutes, relax, unwind. Again, if you can't unwind, your head is all over the place, write it down. Write down what it is that your head is all over the place. That way you know you can fix it in the morning, but it also gives your brain a place to say, okay, I have something that I need to work on. in my sleep, and you may come up with a really great solution when you get up in the morning. You never know what you're going to come up with. So give yourself that chance to find what works for you and take advantage of it. Do a little writing. When I write, I have to have colored pens. I have to have a cute little book to write it in. That's what makes me happy. It doesn't have to be that way. It can be a piece of paper. It can be a notebook. It can be a little spiral bound thing, whatever works for you. Just do what you need to do. Write it down, because that way we can look at it. If you do a sleep diary and then you have questions, that's what I'm here for. So don't hesitate to drop a message into the Facebook page or onto Instagram and share it. And maybe I can help you with whatever's in that sleep diary. I hope to talk to you again soon. Have a great night.